Place where part-time students, can get work and get ways to pay and help themselves through that. It's really difficult.
Exactly.
Jam-packed. And the universities coming out of Group 6 again need to put more things in place.
We need it.
We're speaking on behalf of myself too. We need more ways to get, to fund their own tuition. And it's not only tuition. Bus fare to go to school, that's a lot when I calculate it. Lunch money, resources, it's a lot, So if we're really serious about this thing called education, then more needs to be done.
Traveling from Augustown to Rockport on a daily basis is $3.20 on bus fares only. That does not include our bag trips.
So you're not working?
I'm not working. Where should I work? I am doing a course in general construction. They don't have any work in that field that I can do part-time. Okay? It's either I go to UA and stop going to school and work on the UA campus there, which I won't get the right pay that I will be asking for because I haven't completed my course. Understand? So these are some of the problems, and they don't have part-time work for you in the field that is to help you. So when you go out in the real world, you're already familiar with whatever you are doing. We just get enclosed settings and we get tours of work site. We don't get to go and work site, and you know what I mean?
So come back to the issue, Doctor, about apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship, exactly.
Apprenticeship and all of that.
Yes. The next thing for me is crime and violence, really.
Crime and violence.
So that's the last thing on your list.
In priorities right now. Stereotype actually come right before, because I dress a certain way, I'm stereotyped. Now sometimes I seem to have it. Sometimes none of the time I really have it, but sometimes I seem to have it. You understand? So I try to carry myself in a particular way. So you, the onlooker, may never know. You understand? But it's hard for me every day, same way. Don't think that my struggles are separate from yours, right? It's just that on different levels. No. And another thing, when I'm in my community, police look for me like a bad man got me cut off with jeans. You see what I said? So then stereotype again. As I'm talking it's like they hear me. Stereotype again. You see me? And I am not a violent person per se, right? And I don't well, I say so. So I am not a violent person, right? But I do get angry and I will shout. I get aggressive, but I am not violent, right?
We have this thought in a way.
But and I do talk with emphasis that people consider shouting.
With passion.
With passion, yes, that's it.
And you think in August though, arts-based program can have any impact at all?
Yes, it can.
It can.
With the right idea. Now, let's say we have a heart-based program for people of Augustown to attend it. First of all, they're saying, well, I'm hungry.
H-A-R-T. A-R-T.
No, H-E-A-R-T.
Art.
H-E-A-R-T.
No, not the school we are going. Art, like drama, dance.
Art, please.
Art.
Hello.
Poetry.
Hello, sir.
Yes, say drama.
Say it properly. That's my field. Art.
Yes.
Art.
Yes. We have a lot of DJs, a lot of actors.
Done.
Yes, and a lot of producers, but none of them coming together.
Avenues, done.
They're no one coming together to reach a certain standard of production. So we can just keep on putting out good things all the while. It's here and then it's here and then it's here and then it's sort of here and then it's back. So there's no communication in the community to keep everything to a certain standard.
As you mentioned the word communication, I remember my friend here while she was in Group 6 mentioning that communication is key. It's important. Getting to know community members, they might be a good group, but people may not know about it. So you need to rally, if it's even to go with brochures and walk different gates, and let them know that this is happening, come out and be persistent. For the first 2 or 3 weeks, you might find that only 2 persons come to the club meeting, but her example, Bodil is coming out of Old Harbour, persistence, and they're at that state now where more persons are there now and they're doing plays and they're doing things. So it can work, guys. Initiative and persistence.
Not just that, but focus.
Yes.
Alright, I was a teacher in St. Thomas for a while, and I have this dream, so I'm going to send out the dream. Because what I know is that with art programs, we can mobilize change of thought, and change of thought can address changing culture. And it can also address issues like a young man who is struggling to find his place because he cannot afford breakfast, and that makes him become labeled a troublemaker. Yeah. And because he's labeled a troublemaker, and because he's hungry and restless in class and cannot concentrate, he is now thrown out of class and put in detention. However, he's extremely talented, very artistic, or has the potential to find art as an outlet. Right? What I found was when you put these kinds of students in a room and give them music or a paintbrush or just a poetry, or just they become very energized and they seem to want to do more, to be more. And this is the dream. The dream is to catch all troublemakers, throw them in a program, and see what happens out of that. Just throw them in our program.
Exactly.
Our program for someone.
Somebody in my group, just to follow up with what she's saying, someone in my group suggested the same tall fellow, Kadian, that him have an idea where each person would come to a group meeting